Happy Monday. This is day 10 of Number Corner today. Today is September 21st, 2020. If we wrote it out shorthanded, we'd write it out 9-21-20. All right, let's get started on our calendar for today. We have to catch up from the weekend, so I'm going to go ahead and flip over those kind of quickly today. So we first want to look at our pattern though. We have number rack, penny, story problem. We left off as the story problem, so what should have Saturday have been? It should have been that number rack, right? And then it should be a penny. So let's count how many quickly that we had here. We know that these red ones are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we had 14 of these for the 19th. Let's go ahead and flip over the 20. I could count by twos here. I could go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And I think it's easier to count by two sometimes because you don't have to count each individual one. It's easier to make mistakes sometimes if you're only counting by one. Okay, so I have 12 plus one more, which would be 13 for that day. Or I could make it into a subtraction problem too. But let's focus in on today. Today is going to be that story problem, and I'm going to scroll in for you. And it says the librarian had 18 new books. She let 6 students each check out a book. She let 6 students each check out a book. How many books did the librarian have left? So if we start with 18, if she let students check them out, is she getting more books? No, right? She's giving them away. So we know we have to subtract them because our number should get less because we're giving something away to children. So it would be 18 minus 6 equals something, right? We don't know that number yet. So that's what we're going to work on right now. We could do this by doing 18 dots and then crossing off 6 of them. We could count up, we could count back. I'm going to quickly show you that count up strategy so you can kind of see that one time. So if I started with the number 6, I have to get to the number 18. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 10 right now. 17, 18. So I had 10 and I had 2 more fingers left up, so that's 12. So 18 minus 6, we now know, is 12. And I can go ahead and fill that out on our number corner chart for the 21st today. I can see that there was a story problem, story problem, and I could type in 18 minus 6 equals 12. And how many more days is it? 20? Well, did we reach the 20th over the weekend? We did, right? So there are no more days till 20. So this part of our calendar, we don't need to fill out anymore. It's kind of a little bit easier, which is great. Okay, we're going to keep going on. We're going to work on this clock again. Okay, so the last time we left off, I'm going to close this. The last time we left off, we were at 9 a.m. Okay, we're going to keep counting by 5s. Remember, hour hand's the little hand, minute hand's this long one, okay? So we're at 9:05. Count with me, please. 9:10, 9:15, 9:20, 9:25, 9:30, 9:35, 9:45, 9:45's there, sorry. 9:50, 9:55, and we're now at 10 o'clock. So if I wanted to fill out my chart, which I do for this, I would go ahead and I would click over here that we are now at 10 a.m. And I have to now make another equation. I have to figure out if I had 540, I now have to add 60 more to that. So I could think about, okay, what is 40 plus 60? Okay, so let's do that. Let's take the bigger number first, 60, and add 40. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So this I know equals 100. So I could take this, which is 500, and I could add 500 plus 100, which is now 600 minutes, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and fill that out for 600 minutes. All right, so then now we are going to go ahead and work on our, I've missed a section, let me peek. We're going to go ahead and work on this number line here. Now you're going to have an assignment today for this part of Number Corner. Okay, so we've been working with this kangaroo, and remember he has been jumping or counting as we go. So let's go ahead and count. We are at 10. I don't know why this keeps popping up, so I'm just going to use my cursor. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And we're on the 10th day of school, so we need to add 10 more to 90, which would make this 100. Now, the hundreds in second grade, again, don't know why that's popping up. 100 in second grade is important. It's called a century. So every 100 years is 1 century, okay? So we call this Century Day every time we reach a new 100. So for that, it is the 10th day of school. So in your workbook today, in your number corner book, remember that is just your blue book like this. You're going to go ahead and go on to page 11, which is the first century day. And you're going to go ahead and trace these and try to make 100 with the kangaroo. You're also going to fill in these numbers, just like our number line here, by tens. And then you're going to flip to the back and you're going to answer some questions. Is this true or false? And then you're going to write 4 different equations that 100 as the answer. So you could put 50 plus 50 equals 100 there. You could use any of them from this previous page as well. This always gave my students last year kind of a hint of what they could use as their problems. Okay, so that is due today, but we have one more section number corner that I did miss. Okay, we have to do this odd and even section here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this odd and even chart, and it looks like this. So we left off with last week, and we have to add in some more cubes. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. We have 18 here. We have to get to 21. So let's go 19, 20, and 21. So right now, just by looking at this, you should be able to tell if it's an odd or even number. So what is it right now? All right, if you don't know, let's count together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 here. I'm going to go ahead and write that number. And let's count the red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 here. So this is an odd number. They didn't get the same amount. And remember, it makes a perfect rectangle when you're looking at this if it's even. So I can go ahead and go back to my chart and I can fill in my odd and even chart for today. And I've already filled up all the weekends because I figured that was a lot to watch and to do. So I could go ahead and plug our addition problem in. We have 10 plus 11 equals 21. And then I could take a subtraction problem here. And I have to take the biggest number, the answer, as my starting point. I would take 21 minus, and I could take 10 or I could take 11. I'm going to take 10 this time, okay? I could do either one. Either one would be correct. Equals the other number, which 11. Remember, these are called fact families. They are numbers that have the same numbers that you can kind of switch around to make problems. And we determined that today was odd. Well, that is it for Number Corner. Make sure that you do those pages and that you attach them to Google Slides. Have a great Monday, boys and girls.